guys, it's me, Vanilla Bean, or you could call me Crescent Moon. And today, I'm gonna be telling you about some stories about the daycare me and my brother used to go to. So I'm 5 years older than my brother, and he was in the younger group, and I was in the older one. So casually after we had snack, we would go outside and everyone would meet up. So they had all the kids out there, and so most of the older kids who went to that daycare, or all of them, went to the same school as me. So we'd all know each other and stuff. And some were in my grade, some were way older, but we were still really good friends. And there was this one kid, and the other one, we're gonna call. So basically, they were both really fast and stuff. And I used to run track, so I thought I could fit in, make some new friends since I was new to that daycare. Now we're gonna call, the guy. We're gonna call him. We're just gonna go by the first letter of the name so that I'm not going to remember any random name. I get that? We're gonna call him J. And then the girl, we're gonna call her S. Now, me, J, and S, we would go in the backyard. Well, in the backyard. And we'd, play a lot when I was first new. And this first time we were all playing tag, and I was like, oh, wow, I'm really impressed. They're super fast. And they were like, oh, yeah, they said the same thing. They're like, oh, you're super fast. You want to play football? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm down. So we're all back there. And I have never once played football before that very day. So, I was kind of nervous. So, I had to lock in. Because then I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of the older kids, Also, if you're reading this, Q&A in the comments. You can ask me anything. But yeah, I didn't want to make a fool of myself. So what I did was I literally act like I knew everything they were saying. And as soon as they started the game, I was standing there like a lonely freaking duck. And they were like, you cool? And I'm like, so yeah. And a couple of days go by, I learned how to play football. And, I got used to it. So I was more comfortable doing it. And they were my friends. So, we're playing this one time. And, I was very competitive back then. I was only 7, so, you can't judge me. It was either 7 or 8, and I actually don't know how old I was. Well, we're not gonna, but yeah, and it was very competitive back then, so, I really wanted to win, and I was winning, and I was helping out my team, and I felt so cool. I felt so fast, and which I was, and I lost that. Growing colder. Hunchback. Anyways, so yeah, we're all running, and next to their side of the field that we were on, and mind you, there's a bunch of trees and playgrounds and stuff, so we had to, we have to know our beware of our surroundings. And so what I did was the complete opposite of that. I literally was I don't know, I was in the zone for a second just running, and I was so cool, and I was super young, so I had to I felt I was one of the older kids. I felt super cool, right? And and I something happened. So I was really close to the other side of the fence. So we had separate fences, and mind you, I was still wow, La La Land. And you remember when I said there were lots of trees? So I'm in the corner. Meanwhile, there's someone behind me, and we're doing two-hand touch because we were all way too young. Well, no, I was way too young for that, but I had a friend named Journey in the same grade as me, so. Ooh, well, yeah, Journey. And, you know, you were just all out there. And Journey, I had known her since kindergarten. So, you know, we knew each other, and her brother was the person I was playing with. And, she also had a little brother in the same classroom as mine. So, it was pretty cool. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. So, you know, super fast, Lightning McQueen guy running behind me, and I'm almost to the other side of the fence. We're in the corner, and there's this gigantic tree and big stump blocking my way. So I'm still in La La Land, knowing I hear someone behind me, so I'm kind of like, okay, let's get my head back in the game. Come on. And he literally comes zooming, like almost steps on me. This guy, and I'm trying to, like, you know, speed up and stuff, because I'm jogging, let's say, you know, and I don't know why I thought I was so fast. Anyways, I'm jogging. And, I was, like, trying to speed up. So as I'm doing that, I kind of walk on the same foot twice and hit the tree stump. And I flip over, my finger twisted the other way. And I'm just sitting there crying. And Joshua, whee! Okay, we're not going to do that. Jay, he was all like, we were all just like, are you okay? And I hated the attention, so I was literally trying not to cry. Like, one teardrop, and I'm like, I'm good. I was trying to act so nonchalant. Bro, no. And then, so I went inside, and the teacher, she was like, oh my God, are you okay? And he was like, what happened? Is it broken? Is it sprained? And I was like, I don't know. She said, can you move it? I could not move it. And this is where I'm mad. Me and my mother are mad to this day. And we switched schools not only because of this, but, you know, that's a whole nother video. So, me and my mom, we're so mad to this day about this. My freaking pinky could have been broken or sprained. I couldn't move it and nothing. And then she sits there, stares at the other worker, my teacher. And she's like, let's say, I don't know what you call it, because I think it's different in daycares, but she's like the manager, right? I'm pretty sure that's what you call it. I'm not sure. Tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, and so she looks at my teacher. They look at each other dead in the eye, and she says, oh, she'll be okay. Just wait until her mom comes pick it up. I'm sobbing because nobody's there, so I'm like, okay, I can cry now. I'm free. I'm literally sobbing. I can't move my pinky. She's like, just wait until your mom gets home. And because you can't tell us if it's broken or sprained. How the frick is a child who has never broken a bone supposed to know what it feels like to okay, let me calm down. To have a bone broken or sprained. Like, I can't move it. You asked me that like 5 times. So why can't you go like, all I was hoping for is for my mom to pick me up and, you know, I could just go home. I don't care if my brother says, that's not fit. No, I don't care. You know, and I was just sitting there sobbing. She's like, well, all right, my teacher takes you back into the after-school room, because after recess, we go to the after-school room. Our classroom we kind of switch classrooms, you know, time from time. So once we were in, like, the younger kids, with the younger kids, and then we had the after-school classroom, and which was really cool, because we got to, like, have board games and pick whatever movie you wanted. We didn't really have to do any work, which I thought that was, you know, my mom just had time to go to work and pick me up after, you know, and my brother. But, you know, And so yeah, and I was just sitting there on a chair, and oh my god, I missed this teacher. So I had two teachers. One was a guy and one was a girl, right? And her name was Miss K. She was like, wait, no, I had like three, I think. I think she had a different job, so she'd come, and everyone was like, yeah, Miss K. My other teacher, she was so nice. I mean, like, this one time, and I don't know, I was very emotional when I was younger, so don't judge me, but me and one of the other kids, which were my friends, went to the same one, and we had, like, a bit of an argument, and I got sad. So I was like sitting alone somewhere about to cry, and she came out and she was like, "Are you okay?" And she let us go outside, and we got to pick a snack and watch a movie, and then we went back outside at recess, and I felt like a lot better. I was the emotional type, so don't judge me, but she was like the nicest teacher. But yeah, and oh yeah, I just sat in there, rocking back and forth on a chair in the after school room. They were just cleaning it out, for the other kids to come back in. So I missed the whole recess, probably with a broken pinky. And I've had two of the same mistakes in like football, and a lot of broken bones. But we're gonna stick on the, I gotta stay on. See, I'm at a loss for words because this is actually like a really long time ago, so I can barely remember what fully happened. But and I really thought that she was gonna call my mom. I got so excited. I was already really tired, ready to go, but my mom picked us up at like probably 4 or 3 when I still went there. So I was like, oh my god, is my mom gonna come? She's gonna come pick me up. And I got my hopes up for no reason, because she went, oh, well, we're gonna have to wait in the after school room. Why did I have to? And I was like, I had this like slight smile on my face when I thought my mom was gonna come pick me up, and then you just see it slowly but surely turn into a frown, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm over here acting like I've broken my leg, limping, walking to the after school room, waiting for her to change her mind, but no, that never happened. So yeah, I had to wait the rest of the day and never told my mom, because she'd be like, no more football for you! And yeah, and since this whole story has been about, a football incident, how about I tell you? Okay, let's not. Anyways, how about, we're gonna retry that. How about I tell you one of the most recent little football incidents. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure there's like 2 of them, and I'm trying to think, because I do remember what was it? I've gotten hurt multiple times with like sports, so that's why I'm not like, the athletic type. But basically what happened was, I'm pretty sure, and I had this, look, so I swear to God, if my friends find this video, and I will find you. I'm not even going to say it, but they know what I'm talking about. So at this school I used to go to, when I was still in elementary school, I was like, over with my dad. So I had to go to a new school. And I'm not going to, leak what it was called, but so yeah, I was new to the school, and I didn't have many friends, and it was only till like a week later I actually got some. And, you know, but why do I keep on saying that? I have like this bad habit of saying, and, you know, like they don't. But, yeah. And I had this, like, there was this one kid. We're gonna call him, let's see. What should we call this kid? What should we call this kid? I think we're gonna call him Casty, and you're gonna figure out why I'm calling him that. So, basically, like, let's say, on Thursday. So I came to the school on a Wednesday, and I came on Monday. I'm pretty sure it was either Monday or Tuesday, and on Thursday, a kid, Casty, he into the school, and we had to take like a bunch of tests, and I'm not the one for, let's go. Let's move on.